Charlene Ortiz here. Today I'm going to be doing a workout that's going to challenge your balance and stability, which is really important for developing our body's proprioception, or it's also called kinesthetic awareness. And that's basically just your body's understanding of where it's at in relation to space or its environment and in relation to movement. And so let's say, for example, if you're walking through the house and you trip on one of your child's toys, if you have good proprioception, your body will very quickly realize that you've tripped and you're about to fall. And because of its understanding of movement in relation to its environment, it'll quickly be able to correct it and keep you from falling and hurting yourself. So basically just improving your reflexes. For those of us that have any type of neurological disorder like MS or Parkinson's disease, or even something like Alzheimer's, it's very important that we challenge our body's neurological system, specifically the neuromuscular communication, which is basically just the communication between your brain, your nervous system, and your muscles on how to move and how to react and how to coordinate ourselves in our environment. And so it's so important that we challenge that, you know, because as our nervous system is being broken down with these conditions, challenging that neuromuscular communication can help to counteract that, as well as slow down the breakdown significantly. And even for those of us that have balance issues because of injuries that we've had in the past, that can also damage our body's proprioception. And just for all of us, for overall balance and stability communication, so as we get older, again, we're at a much lower risk of tripping, of falling, and hurting ourselves. So for this workout, you're going to need just your small little stability ball, as well as a large stability ball. And I have my band right here, my resistance band. And so all this equipment, as I've said in many videos, can very easily be found online on Amazon or eBay. And they're very, very inexpensive. So, all right, so I'm going to start with our first exercise. And the first one is quite simple. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with my ball back here, and I'm going to try to stay in the frame as much as I can. And I'm just going to walk, and you can hold on to an apparatus for any of these movements in the beginning until you develop better balance and coordination. You feel more confident doing it without any type of assistance. But in the beginning, if you need to hold on, you can hold on. So with this movement, I'm just going to walk myself down. I have my hands on my chest. I'm going to walk myself down until my hips and my glutes are nice and level, and my head and neck are completely supported by the ball. And from this position right here, we want to make sure that we're in a nice neutral position with our glutes nice and elevated. Our transverse abdominis is consciously engaged the whole time. And then I'm just going to go ahead and walk myself up onto the ball and back into my upright position. One thing that you will notice when you do this movement is that your body will move back a little bit further with each repetition. And as you go on to 4 or 5 repetitions, you might end up on the other side of the room. So you can just adjust in between each repetition, and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. So, all right, so I'll do 3 just consecutively, one right after the other. So again, I'm just walking myself down so that, again, my head and neck are supported and level in a neutral. I'm not back here, okay? And I'm not too far forward either. I'm in a nice neutral position, and my glutes and my hips are also neutral. And then I'm just walking myself back up. And again, in order to sit myself back up, I'm really going to have to use that transverse abdominis. And again, walking myself back down. And I hope I'm staying in the whole frame here on the camera. And then I'm going to walk myself back up. And so again, you can kind of adjust and pull the ball forward with each repetition so you don't end up on the other side of the room. All right, so the next exercise, we're going to be using our resistance band right here. And so I'm going to take my resistance band and put it on the upper part of my legs. You want to try to make sure it's nice and wide. And these kind of roll up on you sometimes, which can be a little bit annoying. And so you want to try to position it as wide as you can. So, All right, so with our band into position, I'm going to walk myself back down again. And I'm actually going to kind of scoop myself down a little bit just so I stay in the frame. But when you're doing this on your own, you'll just walk yourself down normally. All right, so I'm going to walk myself back down. And again, my hips are going to be elevated and in a neutral position. My glutes are engaged. My abs are also engaged. And my neck and my head are also neutral on the ball. So with this exercise right here, keeping everything nice and level, you're going to adduct your knees and open them up, and you're going to, so you're feeling the resistance from the band, and you're going to count for 5 seconds, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, and then you'll bring it back together. Rest for a second, although you're not completely at rest because you're staying elevated right here. And again, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, and release. And you're really, really going to feel your glutes engaging significantly with this movement. And last one, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, and then release. Okay, and then from there you'll walk yourself back up again. And this movement right here, you can do 5 to 10 repetitions of 5-second holds. And as you get stronger, you can even move on to 10-second holds if you want to. But it is a pretty challenging exercise, and you'll definitely see that when you go to perform this on your own. All right, so the next one is going to be, again, just to challenge your balance and your stability. If you need to hold on to something, that's fine. So I'm getting into my neutral. My shoulders are backing down. My belly button's staying pulled in nice and tight. And from here, I'm going to lift one of my legs. And I'm going to go into 5 rotations, just lifting my knee up as high as I can, okay? And with this movement, you're going to feel your abdominal muscles engage regardless. They'll engage automatically because in order to lift the leg up off of the floor in this upright position, they have to engage. It's impossible to not lift that leg up off of the floor without the abdominals engaging. So you're consciously engaging by pulling that belly button back and towards your spine, and you're also actively engaging in order to lift that leg up off of the floor, okay? And then I'm going to relax. And that's also a really great exercise for those of you that have suffered from any type of knee injuries or tightness or stiffness in your knees, because it just kind of helps provide movement in the knee, as well as keeping the synovial fluid, which lubricates the joint, keeping that fluid moving as well, which is very, very important. Okay, so the last exercise is going to be similar to the other one that we just did. And what you're going to do, you're going to walk yourself back down again so that your head and neck are supported by the ball. And I'm going to take my little resistor ball right here and put it between my knees, okay? And again, I'm making sure that my glutes are elevated. And you don't want to be up so high that you're arching your back, okay? And you're almost actually kind of even tucking your glutes in just a little bit, tucking your hips in a little bit. And again, that will just automatically engage your glutes as well as get your transverse abdominis to engage as well. And so keeping this nice level position, we're going to squeeze the ball and we're going to adduct, and you're going to count for 5 seconds, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, and release. And again, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, and release. And one more time, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. And it's going to be real easy to kind of let your hips fall down towards the floor as you start to get fatigued. I definitely noticed myself doing that. I hope I didn't do it right now, but you want to, try to, again, just be conscious of where your hips are. And if you start to, notice that they're falling, you just kind of, just lift it back up into its neutral position. All right, and so that is going to be your last exercise for this series. And so for all these movements, you want to try to do 2 to 3 sets of 5 to 10 repetitions. And so in the beginning, you can start with just 5 repetitions or a 5-second count for each movement, and then go on to a 10-second count or 10 repetitions as you get stronger and you feel more comfortable with the movement. And when you're doing these exercises, depending on how intense or advanced they feel for you, you probably want to do them every other day. because again, it is challenging the muscle to a significant level, at least for those of us that have limitations or chronic illness. Especially if you have something like fibromyalgia or MS, we can tend to have flare-ups if we push ourselves too hard. And so, you want to make sure that you do give yourself a day of rest in between with this particular workout and these exercises, so that way we're not pushing our body so hard that we initiate a flare-up, and we're allowing our muscles to rest and heal, for a full day. So, all right, guys, that is about it. That is your exercise or little workout for the week. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any future workouts or information that will help you to improve the quality of your life. Remember, take care of yourself. Protect yourself physically and emotionally. Don't forget, your health is your most valuable asset. Invest in it. Bye-bye.